Hi ka-schoolers! Hello ka-researchers! Welcome back to our channel, Ana PH. Balita ko, tapos ka na sa Chapter 4 E di tara na! Pag-usapan na natin ang Chapter 5 o ang Summary of Findings, Conclusions, and Recommendations. Yay! Congratulations ka-schoolers, ka-researchers kasi tapos ka na sa Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, at Chapter 4. So, this time around, Chapter 5 ka na. By the way, no, sa ibang format ng research paper, Chapters 1 to 7 yung composition nila. However, karamihan naman, ang format ay binubuo ng Chapter 1 hanggang Chapter 5. Wherein, yung Chapter 5 nga, yung last chapter na ng kanilang research paper. Okay, so konting recap tayo no dun sa mga proseso na pinagdaanan natin. So last time, of course, we collect our data, we code and collate them, and then we proceed with presenting our data, analyzing, and then interpreting the results. Now, this time around, what we are going to do is to discuss the summary of findings or the results, and then we will formulate the concluding part of our research paper. And as we said a while ago, ang concluding part is composed of the summary of findings, conclusions, and recommendations na iisa-isahin naman natin sa video natin ngayon. Now, let's first have some reminders in writing the Chapter 5 of our research paper. So, it is important that everything in this last section is based on the results of the data analysis. Ulitin natin, no? Everything in this section or in this chapter should be based on the results of your data analysis. In an empirical research study, the conclusions and recommendations must be directly related to the data that was collected and analyzed. So, tandaan po natin yan. Simply put, we should look at the key topics in the conclusions and recommendations. If that topic was not precisely assessed by the questionnaire, then you cannot draw a conclusion or make a recommendation about that topic. So, remember, a paper can only make valid conclusions and recommendations on those variables that the study has empirical data to support. Okay, so let's proceed with the first part of Chapter 5, the summary of findings. So here, this part presents in brief and precise terms the following. 1. The restatement of main and sub-problems. 2. Reiteration of the type of research, nature and size of samples, and locale of the study. And then third, enumerate or express the major findings in one or two statements, as well as identify whether the null statements or the null hypothesis have been rejected or not. According to an article by Katrina A. Korb written in 2013, so it says there that this part of Chapter 5 is termed sa iba as discussion of results or sa iba nga ay summary of findings. Now, the purpose of this section is to highlight the major statistical findings from the results section and interpret them. Now, paano yung gagawin? First, restate the overall purpose of the study. Then, explain the main finding as related to the overall purpose of the study. Next, summarize other interesting findings from the results section. And then, explain how the statistical findings relate to that purpose of the study. Now, another way to do this is to take every research question and the hypothesis in turn and explain in plain terms what the statistical results mean. Also, we may describe how the results are related to the topic, to your topic in general, and then just make sure that all explanations must be supported by the results of the data analysis. Now, ka-schoolers, ka-researchers, remember this. sa part na ito ng Chapter 5, sa discussion of results or summary of findings, no need to put numbers or repeat yung mga statistical computations or mathematical computations na nasa Chapter 4. Okay, so do not repeat having those numbers or yung mga table numbers no, na nailagay na natin sa previous chapter ng ating research paper. Instead, what we'll do is to explain no, in simple language yung summary ng results. So, explain using a language that will be understood by your readers, by those who are non-researchers. Okay? Now, yung ibang researchers, sa part na ito ng research paper, they also try to integrate yung kanilang findings sa findings or results ng ibang studies. So, ikaw, kung carry mo yan, pwede mo rin gawin yan. Ayan, ka-schoolers, ka-researchers, ang dami nating binigay na reminders sa pagsulat ng summary of findings or sa iba nga ay discussion of results. So, consider all those yung mga dapat at hindi dapat no, sa part na ito ng ating Chapter 5. Now, at this point, lagi naman na si Ma'am Ana ay nagbibigay ng actual sample no, ng mga parts ng ating research paper. So, eto na po yung part na ito, ang summary of findings. But wait, baka hindi ka pa nakasubscribe, subscribe ka muna. Tapos sa mga subscribers naman natin, hit niyo yung notification bell para updated kayo lagi no, sa mga videos na ina-upload natin sa ating channel. At also, I am always asking you, telling you, requesting you to please share our channel, to share our videos to your fellow researchers because, as we said, the goal of our channel is to reach them in order to assist them in their research journey. So, tulungan natin sila na mawala ang stress sa pagsulat ng research. So, ayan na, share mo na yung ating mga videos. Ayan, so yan po yung first part ng ating Chapter 5, ang Summary of Findings. Abangan nyo po sa susunod nating video, i-discuss natin yung paraan kung paano naman isusulat ang conclusions as well as recommendations. Huwag kayong mawawala sa susunod nating video kasi kukumpletuhin na natin yung Chapter 5 ng ating research paper. So, ayan. Thank you so much for being with me in this video. Konting-konting kembot na lang. Matatapos na natin ang ating research paper. So, walang bibitaw, walang susuko hanggang sa dulo. Tatapusin natin ang research paper nyo. Go, 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 go lang. Okay? So, again, thank you so much. See you in our next video. Bye!